Okay, I am back with another video, and I have a lot to say about this also. I know y'all see the thumbnail, and I know y'all see the title, and y'all already know that I'm probably going to go in on this one. You know I'm probably going to go in, and some of y'all going to go in with me. Well, first of all, before I go any further, if you're new to the channel or not, subscribe right now. Set your bell icon to all. Drop a like on this video. Be sure to share this video in your Facebook feed, your Twitter feed, now known as X. Link me inside your Instagram stories. Be sure to Snapchat and TikTok about me. And let's start this video. I have a lot of issues with this whole thing. Now, I know... Now, some of y'all, let me give y'all a backstory before I get further into this thing. Try to understand. This sister has one hell of a track record. So let me just give you a brief, refreshing course. This is the one that has all his children, all mixed up. Pretty much, they probably don't have the same father. Whether they do or not, every one of them got something going on real bad. All of them. And not even the same issue. And it seems like the older they get, they seem to want to be locked or in some kind of controlled facility. Now, I've heard a few of y'all say, well, that's good structure for... That's not good structure for someone who's hard-headed and defiant. All that's going to do is lead to more disrespect and more defiant, which going to lead to more trouble. And these kids was abused by past boyfriends and boyfriends and boyfriends. So y'all know where I'm going with this. Until they all was taken away. So she lost these kids. And a lot of people like to say that Grandpa had custody of these kids, but no. Michael actually was the one to get custody of these kids legally. And all he did is dump them on Grandpa. Now, I'm not going to argue with you. I remember him saying this distinctively, looking into the camera, a long, long time ago, saying that himself, when he was setting Grandpa up with that new house, which is kind of was his reason of buying a house that big in the first place. Well, I'm not going to get into that argument with y'all as well. The point of it is, this is a woman that ran around and abused drugs, hard drugs, and abandoned her children after letting them get abused by different men. Now, she's back again, and then she popped back, and she's back again with this new health crisis. And before we get into this health crisis, she's also the one that allegedly got severely burned. And it showed these horrible pictures of her all melted up like a milk dud, looking like a milkshake overflowing. And all of a sudden now her legs and everything looks great. I can't imagine someone getting burnt that bad and recovering like that. What, skin grafts? No. I've seen people that's rich that don't come back like that. Like I said, I'm not even going to get no further into that. Now, you fast forward a little bit more. She got on her feet, sort of, by your boy Sauerkraut helping her. And now her kids are kind of big, and now she got this alleged boyfriend that's roughing up her kid, beating up her kid, doing all sorts of things to her son. And to be specific, Jacob. Jacob specifically. And I got it right, Jacob. Got him all out and got him on all kind of drugs on video. Now, y'all are going to act like you never saw the video. Charlie did a live stream talking about that, and he showed the boy higher than a kite. He's in outer space, out in the yard doing all kind of crazy things. Only thing them kids got in common is that they don't want to be home. They don't want to be nowhere she is. And that's something right there. It takes a lot for a kid to not want to be with their mama. They'll stay with their mama outside on the street. There's people homeless with children. And their father rich. And they'll stay on the street with their mama instead of going to the beautiful house where their father was spoiled them. So now, she's sick and she got cancer. She got COPD as well. And she got bronchitis and asthma. Yeah, she got almost the same thing. You know, you got to think about it. I actually heard this. So now, she got to have some operation to get the cancer cut out after she starts the treatment. Now, going back to the story, you hear her saying that she got to have something done to her leg, and her leg might be amputated. Because your boy Sauerkraut is making fun that Tina had her leg amputated, and she said, F Tina. Now, y'all point out like, oh, I don't remember that. I had no time to argue with you guys. You can jump in the comments and say whatever you want, because it will be ignored, especially if it's stupid. So, now we got her with the cancer. And apparently the cancer is not doing enough to bring in views. So now we talk about amputation to her body and getting all these surgeries and operations to her body to see if that's working. And apparently none of this is working because they are milking this so bad. And they lie so much till you don't know what's real and what's not. But one thing you are sure of is there's a lie somewhere in there. And that's the thing that the intelligent people are focused on. Now, you mindless puppets, you believe everything he says, even though it don't make sense. He'll tell you that the clouds are light green and the sky is purple. And y'all will believe that. At least your puppets. So now you got her in the house being over dramatic. And he's in here making all kind of fun of her. See, first of all, he's trying to sell us on that she's super sick. She's on her last leg, literally. And while trying to sell us on this last leg, he switches up and tries to make fun of it and humiliate her in the same process. You got to figure out what you want to do. You want us to be sad and feel bad for her? Or do you want us to laugh at her? So you got to figure out where you want to go with it. This is what makes it unreal. Now, I know somebody going to get in there and try to explain it away. Well, he's trying to cheer her up. You cannot cheer someone up if you're telling her, well, you know, your Tina got her leg cut off and she's fine. No one wants their leg cut off. Man, woman, child, animal, nothing want their leg cut off. Even though some animals got 4 legs. They still want all 4. Especially a person, we only got 2. At least from what I can see. And I can't imagine that. You know? Nobody want that cut off, especially not a leg. You know? You got to look at this. Now, can this be all cap? All lies? Yes, it can be all lies. You got to understand, you're talking about your boy Sauerkraut. Everything by him is an illusion. Everything about him. Now, everybody has no trouble saying that, oh, Jesse faking this, Jesse faking that. Everybody has no trouble saying Jesse's faking. See, the thing about Jesse is, when he is faking, he tells you, okay, as eventually he said, okay, this was fake. There's no point in Sauerkraut life that he said this is fake, even though you know it is. Even though you know that it's fake. He would never do that. Now, I don't know, you know, what's all wrong with his sister if she even sick in the first place. It's a point that he asked in the video, you know, are you going to lose your hair? Or you know, how's this going to work? She said, well, it's shrinking, the cancer is shrinking. And once it shrinks enough, they can operate. And she proceeded to go from there to talking about something going to have to be done to her leg. The part about her leg don't even sound cancer related in some way or another. It sounds like she got some other problem. The way they were talking about it. So I don't really know. Y'all got to be the judge of that. But that's all I wanted to touch on that because it sounds real crazy. With that being said, if you're new to this channel or not, be sure to subscribe right now. Set your bell icon to all. Drop a like on this video and check out the rest of my videos also and drop a like on them as well. And share them. In your Facebook feed, your Twitter feed now known as X, link me inside of your Instagram stories. Feel free to Snapchat and TikTok about me. And support the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.